What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so I'm here to report some um, some rumors that are out there. Um, Now, normally I don't really report these types of things, um, but based upon the atmosphere that we're in, and the long-standing speculation that this is going to be LeBron James's last season upcoming. I'm inclined to believe there's something behind this. I saw shout out to Dreamers Pro. I saw him do a video about this. Please subscribe to Dreamers Pro. So, according to multiple sources now, there's a lot of speculation that LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers is going to announce his retirement from basketball. Now, let me clarify something. I don't believe this is going to be an immediate retirement, meaning that he's stepping away from the game right now. What I believe, what he's going to do, and we know how much of an attention 304 LeBron James is. He loves attention. He loves the adoration. Um, I believe he's going to announce that this upcoming season will be his last. Since his 20th season or 19th to 20th season, there's always been speculation as to whether or not the upcoming season would be his last. That season that he was playing. And you could see, even though, he's kept himself in remarkable shape, you could see that even though, there's rumors about some of the help that he's getting, you can still see that a toll is being set on him, on his body. The media don't talk about it, but if you watch LeBron James's patterns, sometime around the beginning of the year, January, there's always these, um, you know, uh, nondescript injuries that he's suffering from. He gets to take these powders that nobody else in the history of NBA has been able to take. He could take a 2-week sabbatical. He extends his all-star breaks. He sometimes take these powders. When I say powders, I mean breaks. He takes these powders toward the end of the season. Nobody says anything. We all know what you're doing. You're a load manager. Um, so he's gonna want that farewell tour. There's no way LeBron James is just gonna retire and ride off into the sunset, like some of these other players have done. He wants that. He's a narcissist. So he wants the pageantry. He wants the celebration. He wants, all of the glitz and glamour. He's going to try to out Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Out Jordan when it comes to a farewell tour. And, when you think about it, one of the hints that he was going to retire was Rich Paul's recent comments about the media needing a new boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? But look, if this is true, okay, and I'm inclined to believe that this will be his last year. I mean, the signs are there. You had Rich Paul talking about there are 4 teams interested in LeBron, which I think was just posturing. If anything, those are the 4 teams that he'd be interested in getting traded to, rather than those are 4 teams that have interest in him. An organization would be a fool to trade their assets for LeBron James if you're serious about winning. There's no way, not at this stage of his career. Maybe 5-6 years ago, but 40-year-old LeBron, no, you're an idiot to do that. As you can see, there's not really much interest in LeBron James. Not really. Not if you have to trade valuable pieces. Now, if he was like, if they had bought him out and they can get him for cheap, that's one thing. But no. So, and he sees that the Lakers organization has moved on. This is Luka's team. I think, and I was wrong. I didn't believe at first that he didn't know anything about the Luka trade, but that blindsided him, and that was a reality check for this dude. That you know, what I'm saying the Lakers organization is ready to move on, and I don't care what the media says about Jenny Buss still running things. You don't purchase a team for $10 billion and then sit in the cut and let someone else make the executive decisions. Yeah, she might be the governor, but the final decision maker is going to be him. He's going to be the guy that will supersede her and intervene if there's something that he doesn't like that she's doing. If anything, she's like it'll be. I'm put it like this. If anything, she's like the general manager under George Steinbrenner. True, he's technically running the team, but everybody know who's really who's running things. And that's Steinbrenner. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of see that situation. Um, Jenny Buss is moving on. The Lakers organization is moving on. Um, and all signs are pointing to this being the last year. So it appears that the LeBron James era is coming to an end. And maybe now other players can get more shine. Now, you know what I'm saying? Other teams, like when they win championships, the media can focus on that team and give them their proper due instead of going right back to what LeBron's thinking about or what LeBron's tweeting or what he's going to, we can move on. And collectively, we've been held hostage by this guy. So, um, Laker fans, one more year. You apparently got one more year and you get your team back. So, like I said, I think this is credible. It makes sense. The question is, when exactly is this going to be announced? Because I remember with Kobe, he didn't announce his retirement until I think right before training camp started, which was September. So for this to leak now, for him, if he was to make this announcement in July, my goodness. I mean, you know how long this retirement tour, parade, I mean, and my goodness, another thing too, if he does indeed retire, what will become of his fan base? Oh my goodness. These guys gonna be like them North Koreans. Like when the North Koreans, when like one of those dictators die, all them trying to outcry and outgrief one another. And if you seen not crying as hard as you can, you disappear. I mean, it's gonna be like that on social media. But anyway, tell me what you guys think. Free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty. We are free at last.